Crispy, savoury pancakes stuffed full of beautiful prawns and charry spring onion. And don't forget the spicy dipping sauce. These are my Korean style seafood pancakes. So who says you can't have pancakes for dinner? I certainly do not. These pancakes are beautiful, served with some steamed rice and some Asian greens for a dinner, or you can serve them like a canapé style for a party. So different options there. But first off, let's go with our spring onion, because that's one of the main flavors for this dish. And I just want a really good helping of spring onion here. And what you want to do here is, it really depends on the size of your spring onion, but I want to thin them out a little bit. If they're kind of bulby at the end, just slice through those as well. Bulby, is that a word? I'm sure it's a word. Just thin strips is what we're after here. Okay, now I just want to cut these into shorter lengths. Now there's no need to get into the tomato argument kind of thing here, but obviously these are also called scallions or green onions in the US. So don't think it's some kind of weird onion that you need to buy, just different names for the same thing. Just leave those there, and let's do our batter next. So I just need some plain flour. This is such an easy batter, it's amazing. And then just in a separate bowl, I'm going to whisk my wet ingredients first. So I need 3 eggs and some water. And just whisk that. Now I'm just going to season my flour with a little bit of salt, and then add in my egg mixture. And just whisk that till it's smooth. Okay, so this is the texture that you're looking for. Silky smooth, kind of like a thick cake batter. Perfect. And now we're going to go in with our spring onion. Just mix those stems through. Okay, so the batter can just sit there while I make our dipping sauce. We're going to make like a spicy spring onion soy-based dipping sauce. It's really delicious. First of all, we want to start with some Korean chili paste. So this is gochujang. Very easy to find in a lot of supermarkets these days. It's a fermented chili paste, and it just has a really great kick of flavor, and it's not too spicy either. So a little spoonful of that. And to that I want some soy sauce, some vinegar, sesame oil, and a little dash of sugar just to balance out those flavors. Now mix that together until gochujang is dissolved. And then finally, just a little bit more spring onion for this. One more little stem that we're going to slice really fine. So now for the prawns. I've got these beautiful tiger prawns here. They're about a medium size, not too large, but I do want to just slice them in half lengthways. Now this is going to, 1, stretch our prawn meat a little further. 2, it's going to give us a really cool little curly texture on our prawn for the finished dish. And then, because it's really important to make sure that you're getting the perfect amount of seasoning and layering of flavor whenever you're doing any kind of cooking, I like to season my prawns themselves directly with a little bit of salt, and you'll be amazed at how much of a difference just that little bit of seasoning makes. Okay, so I'll leave those for later. Now to cook these, you just need a little bit of oil. And then these are quite sturdy, thick pancakes. It's not a delicate kind of crepe situation here. This is like a meal pancake. So I'm going to put half of my batter into the pan per pancake. Just sort of pile it into the middle to start with. Just get a little bit more. Make sure you get lots of spring onion in there. And then push that out, thin it out a little bit. And once you can start to see that color change just on the edge here and feel those little bubbles, now's the time to add the prawns. And just drape those around, creating a little bit of that curl. Now you just want to check on the bottom of that pancake from time to time. I want it to be really nice and firm. Have a pretty dark golden color as well. And a good non-stick pan is going to be your friend here, because look at that, just slides around really easily. Okay, I think we've hit peak golden color here, so don't be timid. Get right in there, lift it up and flip. There we go. A little dramatic, but very good. Now what you're waiting for here is for some of that really lovely little charriness to develop on the spring onions and the edges of those prawns. A little bit longer. Okay, so that's looking good. Again, lift that straight under and then over to your paper towel and flip. And there you go. I just like to let that drain for a little bit while I cook the other one. Okay, look at these beauties. Just a beautiful little amount of that deep dark color there. Ah, they look so good. Happy little pancakes. Now, I just want to ease one of these onto my chopping board. And I like to cut them into, I guess, sort of small pizza slices. There you go, guys. Korean style prawn spring onion pancakes. Spicy dipping sauce. I'm so happy to be having a pancake as a meal. Delicious. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them below. And if you enjoyed the video, why not hit that subscribe button plus the little bell one, and that way you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Thanks, guys.